fierce a competitor Russell Westbrook is. He just lays it all out there on the line every single night.
Now here's Butler. He's coming off a 22-point game against Charlotte.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
Harden finds Tucker. Here's Westbrook. Three-pointer. Drains the three-pointer. Westbrook's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
He'd have gone 2 of 6 from the field. And stolen by Junior. Well, it was something you could feel was on the verge of happening, Greg. But tonight's game is the game that Junior steps into the starting lineup.
It didn't make sense for Junior to come off the bench anymore. He's too large a part of what this team does on both ends. Junior's earned his right to start.
Now here's Crowder following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Dragic gets the bucket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. They went to Miami for their last meeting with the Heat and came out with a win.
And that last one came right down to the wire. The difference for me being the impact they got from their bench.
Yeah, without the scoring they got from that second unit, that is not a game they would have won. They needed every one of those points that they got off the bench.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Passes to Gordon. Fires from deep. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Nunn passes to Jones. Outside Robinson. Pass to Olynyk. Lets the 3 fly. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
Yeah, that's deep right there. Accurate shooting from KO.
Outside Gordon. The pass to Rivers. The 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter. Nunn with it. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
Turn around Jay. Rivers can't get it to go. The Heat trail by 6. Loads it up for Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and the big throwdown.
Pass to Rivers. Now here's Khan. Started by Robinson. And that one drops for him.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Houston leading by 6. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Passes it to Rivers. Gordon up on top. Defended by Jones. Here is House. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Just 5 on the clock. A nice shot by Rivers.
Well, the deep ball accuracy is much more consistent now from Austin Rivers, learning how to be an effective shooter at this level.
Here's Nunn. A 3-pointer off the mark. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Rockets lead by 9. We'll be back shortly, live from Houston, Texas. And we spoke with Jimmy Butler not too long ago about his teammates.
These guys work so hard, and they're young, and they're professional with it, that you're planting that seed early. So they can only get better, and they're learning, and they're getting confidence because they're playing so well. So with me being here with these guys, we're special.
Greg, it sounds like Butler has found happiness.
You know, people don't talk enough about fit. It's important to be in an organization and a system that maximizes your abilities. Butler is playing some of the best ball in his life and making everyone around him better.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just stretching out the floor in that first, they had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Rockets, Austin Rivers is out there with McLemore. Then there's Gordon, then it's Green, and it's House in at the power forward. And on our sideline, our reporter David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. If you ask Miami coach Eric Spoelstra, there's been a long lineage of undrafted players who've made an impact with the Heat.
Whole new five on the floor. And a new group getting ready for Miami. And so here is Miami. They trail by 11. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it. And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor, not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
And the Houston Rockets last season going out and getting Robert Covington. Greg, why was that a good fit for this team?
You know, Kevin, his range shooting really unlocked Westbrook's ability to get to the lane. Also, Covington's contract creates some flexibility, one of the best values in the league as far as productivity.
Dragic dishes to Butler. Six to shoot. Shot, high post. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Now, you can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
Rockets leading by 15. To the inside. Here's Junior, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Junior's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you know, Tissot has a multitude of sports stars and other celebrities as their spokespeople. They added another recently. Junior has come in to represent the brand.
Greg, you have to appreciate Junior's team for seeking out deals like this one with Tissot. He continues to look for opportunities to grow his name.
Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And he has not been on his game here. He's forcing a lot of shots, and the team is suffering because of it. It's time for him to focus on getting his teammates involved.
And the Rockets making a change here. Cobb's checked in. Heat also with the sub. Bam Adebayo's checked in for a Leonard. Back to Butler. And he makes good on the layup. Butler's got 8 points.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
16 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Harden surveying the D. And another three for Houston.
I mean, there's just no limit to Harden's range, even from way downtown. This guy is a threat to score.
Here's Dragic from outside. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Rockets ahead as they end the second quarter with an energy burst, a 19-6 run. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what has to happen to pull out the win?
Well, we have to play through some of the tough times, okay, whether it's a missed call or whether missed shots. This is a passionate game, and we got to stay the course.
We'll see what happens. Thanks, Bo. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. With the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
It's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. We've got Hero, Jay Crowder out there with Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Dragic in at the point guard position. The Rockets have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. First one falls for him. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Butler on the way. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Great D that time from Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
So fast and so aggressive. Hard to stop Westbrook when he's tearing down the court like he did there.
On offense, here are the Heat. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pass to Butler. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Junior. Harden has a wide open look. Again, the Rockets score.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree. Both teams deciding to change it up. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. And here's none. To the paint, stolen by Rivers. In the corner, it's McLemore. There's the dish to House. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Heat making a switch here. Olynyk's checked in.
Kelly Olynyk.
And Miami shooting for the game at 42%. Nunn kicks to Robinson. Now Nunn. Rebound by Jeff Green.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Will it go? It's rebounded by McLemore.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And Green gets it to go.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Rivers against Nunn. And the shot is good. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. The Rockets have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. House kicks to Gordon. From deep, McLemore. They grabbed their own miss. For Miami, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. A very slow start offensively. Outside Robinson. Now the feed to Olynyk, and it's good. 2 points. Olynyk's got 5.
Well, Olynyk's a big guy. He's not going to slow down. And right there playing physical.
And with a name like Duncan Robinson, you wonder, were his parents Spurs fans?
Good call, GA, but I don't think so. He was born in 1994. That's a few years before Tim Duncan joined the Spurs alongside the Admiral. Good NBA name.
There's a minute left in the third quarter of the game. None. That's good. He's got 6.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Outside Gordon. The pass to McLemore. Green left side. Rivers against Nunn. Gordon for 3. And it's Miami with the rebound.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now. Kendrick Nunn playing at Southside Chicago's Simeon High. That's the exact same high school that one Derrick Rose came from. He also played alongside Jabari Parker and won 4 state titles there.
Shooting 2.
first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Houston. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. And they pick up 2.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Westbrook against Dragic. With 1 on the clock, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Houston Rockets in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. PJ Tucker is out there with Damari Carroll. And it's Junior in at the 3. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Now here's Dragic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Westbrook scanning the floor. You know, you look at the 2020 class for the Basketball Hall of Fame, Greg, some great names. Headlined by Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant. I mean, historic players.
And all the more emotional, Kevin, having Kobe enshrined after his tragic passing. But when you look at the accomplishments of this class, arguably the most decorated that the Hall of Fame has ever seen.
And Greg, you've gotten a bird's eye view, you've gotten a front court view, you've had a chance to be alongside these Hall of Fame players.
Incredible talents, great people, and truly they've been terrific ambassadors for our game.
Westbrook against Dragic. For the 3. Westbrook can't get it to go. Miami's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Hill passes to Silva, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Pass to Junior. Yep, it counts. And that's 12 points for Junior.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
And Hill has it in the corner. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists tonight.
Hill taking no time to get that shot off. Once it hit his hands, it was off.
Harden dishes to Junior. And Tucker kicks to Harden. Outside Westbrook from past the arc. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots. He missed but 3.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those nights. Right now, Westbrook, relentless.
A nice shot by Silva.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's Westbrook. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Pass to Junior. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, we know the TV networks have brought more revenue, Greg, to the NBA. The expectation is for another bump when they renegotiate in 2023.
You know, at the same time, though, Kevin, with all the cord cutters out there, the league looking to make the game more accessible to those fans. I expect that to be a big part of this next deal.
Right, on your tablet, smartphone, or your computer. Off target on the 15-footer.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Pass to Junior. Puts it up from 12. And Silva pulls it down. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, Hill finding his way to the line, does not back away from the contact on his way up.
Free throw drops for Hill, and the Rockets making a change here. Rivers checked in. Both free throws good from Hill.
Now, Hill's smart about taking quality shots. He can play either forward position. It's a nice bit of versatility for a coaching staff.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Houston.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-gamer.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Russell Westbrook.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. Akala, the pass to Hill. None against Rivers.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
A lot of free the guys for it. My king still $1 million mission for it. All my going for it, yellow same thing.
They want my wave, they want my wave, they want my wave, they want my wave.
Hey, need some help? You'll never get better watching other players work out. Go do something.
Yo.
It's like a sauna in here. It's on the AC. Hey, when's the last time you went to the zoo? Thinking of going this weekend. When's team dinner? I'm starving. Why you standing here? Go work on your game. Someone needs to change their socks. Do you smell that?
I see you want to sharpen those passing skills. Let's get you going.
Now for some more advanced passing. You can perform a skip pass by holding the pass button and using the left stick to target a teammate further away, which is great for outlet passes to start a break. For a fake pass, press the lob and bounce pass buttons together while standing or driving. If you want to pull off a jump pass to get over a wall of defenders, hit the shot and pass buttons at the same time. And if you want to run a give and go, press the pass button and keep it held while using the left stick to get open. Then release the button when you're ready for your teammate to pass the ball back to you. It's a great way to free yourself up for an open look. If you want to get a little fancier and fake out the defense, try double tapping the bounce pass button for a flashy pass. And if you want to hit your big rolling to the rim for an alley-oop, double tap the lob pass button. For both of these passes, make sure to use the left stick to select your desired receiver. Lastly, let's go over walking the dog. Press the lob pass button for a rolling inbounds pass when you're on the baseline. Just make sure no defenders are nearby to pick it off. This can be useful in late game situations when you're down and looking to preserve some time on the clock. Now it's time to hit the hardwood.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The main event is kicking into motion. From Toyota Center in Houston, the Hawks taking on the Rockets. For the Atlanta Hawks, proving to be a top team in the East, a grip on third place in the conference, and they're not letting go. Rockets, Hawks, up next. Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there with Bembry, and it's Capella in at center. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Junior's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Malone in at the 5. Home in the paint. Well, great fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
Westbrook kicks to Junior. Malone trying to break free. They get it back. Junior. Collins with some nice D. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Shoots, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
And there's the pass to Harden. The dish to Junior. Shoots the 3, and Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Junior.
And Harden is a laser, a straight-out gunner from deep. Has confidence in his long ball, and, you know, the defense has to get out on him from out there.
With some arc, and it's Collins getting it to go.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Westbrook dishes to Junior. Outside Covington. Harden outside. And another 3 for Houston.
And Harden right there demonstrating why he's a top-tier scorer. Gets these long shots off quickly.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden. Often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Here's Bembry. His last outing, he had 18 points. Young outside, beyond the arc, hits it from three-point range.
And this is why Young is so dangerous. He just gets that shot off so fast before the defense can react.
Right side, Covington. And the rejection by Collins. Young left side, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. This is his first free throw of the game. That's good from Young.
Just a bright, young, offensive talent. Young isn't shy about forcing the action. Takes a lot of trips to the line.
Jeff Green is checked in for the Rockets. And a change for the Hawks. Kevin Herter, he's checked in for Bembry. And so Young nails them both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Westbrook passes to Junior. Green against Collins. Green kicks to Harden. Bangs home the trifecta. Harden's got 9.
Harden takes a lot of pride in being a hard matchup, a tough cover. I mean, he takes no time in shooting once he gets to pumping.
Young passes to Capella. Green against Young. And yes, it's good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Houston moving it around. And the basket by Harden.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Here's Young. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Lets it go with a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. 10 points for him.
The most lethal part of Young's game. His outside shot is often on the money.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
If I never jump, then I hear ain't going right till you pick up speed. They think college is all you need, and all when you brainwash, you know you see. It took me 19 years to finally start to believe, and it's my
Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Malone. Daniel House comes in for Junior. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Jones checked in for Clint Capella. This year comes in for John Collins. Reddish, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Teagan for Trae Young. Atlanta leading by 3. Here's Reddish. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
Free throw good from Reddish. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:07 left in the first. Outside Gordon. Passes it to House. Now here's Tucker, defended by Jones. 5 to shoot. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Reddish. That one drops for him.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Now it's the pass to Green. Good on the three-point shot.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Pass to Teague. Easier trying to break free. A nice shot by Teague.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Gordon inside. Misses from short range.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Atlanta Hawks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And for those of you just tuning in, a whole new 5 on the floor. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Damian Jones. John Collins comes in for Labissiere. Hunter's checked in for Reddish. And Trae Young subbed in for Jeff Teague. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver.
And Seattle, right? Let's get back in both. those cities.
Exactly. They've got Malone. Robert Covington out there with Harden. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Junior and at the shooting guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Young's got 13.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pass to Harden. Launches a three. That's good, and so Westbrook